Hi everyone, it's great to be here back at the Moha Save Our Skin campaign, and I'm Dr. Malvika Kohli, and I'm really happy to be back here. So, hi everyone, thank you for joining us. I'm Dr. Malvika Kohli, and it's great to be back at the Moha Save Our Skin campaign. This is season 3, series 3, and it's all about monsoon woes. And we're going to discuss in the next few series over the next few weeks on monsoon skin and hair care. Today is episode 1, and I'm here to present you monsoon hair care tips and how to look after your scalp and hair during these monsoon months. And I'm sure that there are a lot of questions that you're going to have, and we're really going to be happy to answer them. And so I'm just going to now send a request to Smriti Khanna, who is going to be joining me in this live, and then she's going to be conducting this live with me. And Smriti Khanna, I am really pleased is that she is a very popular TV actor. She has done very popular TV soaps. She's a trendy content writer and creator. She is an influential mom blogger, and she's also an entrepreneur and a writer. So with this, I'm looking forward to doing this episode of Monsoon Hair Care, where we are going to talk about lots of things. And okay, so here I'll speak louder and faster. And a lot of things that we're going to talk about is itchy scalp, how to manage a greasy scalp, how to look after your scalp and hair and from not getting too irritable, your hair from not getting too dry and frizzy. We're going to discuss some tips, and we're also going to talk about hair loss, because in the monsoon months it's really common to have hair loss. Hi everyone, thanks for joining in. And I'm also going to talk as a doctor with Smriti Khanna about what we are going to do for DIY home remedies. So I'm just waiting for her to join in, and I'm just looking for her message to join in. And I'm sure all of you have, these bad hair days, and all of us love to have smooth, natural looking hair even during the monsoon months, even though we know that we're going to have problems. So it's always great to share, and it's always great to be part of a live session like this. And I also promise that both Smriti and I are going to be answering a lot of your queries. So do post us your queries. Some queries I think you have already sent her, and she is going to read out all of those to me, and we're going to discuss them. So here we go. And it's been actually last week has been so rainy that I think all of us have been struggling with keeping our tresses under control. And I think the best way to do that is to use some hair serum, maybe change your products, keep the scalp cleaner, less moist. In between washes, you could use either use a wet towel and just take off the extra grease, use the cold end of a dryer to keep your scalp from getting too greasy and itchy. And then you can also make sure that you wash your hair a little more often. This is a good time also for us to sometimes not move a little away from our sulfate free shampoos, and also use maybe every second or third wash a shampoo which does have a bit of sulfate in it, which will just take off some of that grease. Of course, we have good shampoos which have salicylic acid, which have tar, and these are also useful for those of us who have a little bit of flaking, dandruff. So these are the various things that we could do. So I'm sure all of you are trying to keep your scalps free of sweat and grease, and also we can keep it healthy. So to keep the scalp healthy, we need to have the right vitamins. So it's very important to take all the correct vitamins, of which the most important vitamin would be biotin. biotin is very important for us to have. And I think Swati is going to join us. So biotin and zinc are very important. Biotin has been really trending, but I think zinc is something that we often forget. It's very important for us to have a hair vitamin which has 15 to 22 milligrams of zinc. That really helps. And I'm just waiting for Smriti to join, so I was checking on that. And so really, it's good to have a vitamin that has zinc in it. If you're getting a little bit of, so that's to keep the scalp healthy. If, on the other hand, you have a scalp that you're also losing some hair, then it's a good idea to have a vitamin which not only has zinc, but which also has a bit of ferritin, that's iron, and it also has a little bit of B12 and folic acid. So these are the various things that you should have within a vitamin to keep your scalp healthy through the uh, through the monsoon months, and that would help you. So that would be about, of course. What about vegetarian sources? There's a question out here. Well, vegetarian sources are very, very important for. It's not just the non-vegetarian sources. So broccoli, soya, dates, figs, the seeds such as flaxseed, such as chia seeds, walnuts, almonds. These are very good for you to have. Avocado gives you the good fats, which also keeps inflammation under control. So it's very important to have our. It's very important for us to have a good supplement in the diet, which would therefore which will supplement your diet. So you need to have a good diet, but you also need to have a good vitamin. And does gray coverage lead to more changes of getting more gray? No, not at all. It's commonly felt that way, but that's not really true. And what's really true is to have a to understand that growing is inevitable, and we're all going to end up having gray hair. And so when we first start seeing it, we get worried. Uh, what does one get to have a straight look for getting the hair to look straight? Well, you need to cut the frizz. You need to have a good hair serum, and you need to also use a product which could be anti-frizz shampoos, anti-frizz conditioners. Yeah, there's Smriti now. She said hi. Hi, Smriti. I hope you're joining us. Smriti, are you joining us? Yeah. Somebody's asking about your hair being in a bad condition after straightening. Yeah, as the hair grows out, it could look a little different, and then it can look straight at the ends and a little different. Yes, Smriti, we're waiting for you. Everybody's waiting for Smriti right now, and I'm just wondering if she sent me another request. Let's see. Smriti, are you sending in another request? I've already sent you a request. Okay. So I think she'll be here any minute. Sometimes we have these technical glitches. So yes, we were talking about anti-dandruff shampoos, and anti-dandruff shampoos are very important during the monsoon months. Oh, Smriti, it's not going through. I wonder why. My Wi-Fi is good, and I can see you sending in the request, but I can't see you. You fleetingly came in, Smriti, and then after that, it just faded out. So let me send you a request again. Questions as yet? Okay, I've sent her another request. Smriti, I've sent you another. Oh
Finally,
my God,
finally.
finally!
Oh God, like I kept
Major
doing that
stress.
and it was just not happening. Something
I
happened.
know. And then
Yeah.
I got a message that you're asking for another request. I somehow managed to
Correct.
get that through.
Yeah, I'm
So
so
great.
sorry. I just
No
kept you
problem.
waiting for so
No,
long.
no, 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 no
So,
problem. In
hi
fact, a lot.
everyone,
Yeah,
and
there you go.
thank you for all the patience. And I'm Smriti, and that's Dr. Malvika Kohli. You all know her. She's a celebrity dermatologist, and I'm so happy to have this conversation with her today. I was
Me
really
too.
looking forward to this. So, yeah, so today's session is basically going to be about all our hair concerns, especially in this season, monsoons. At least my hair though goes for a toss completely. So, and I stay right next to the beach. So I face
Wow.
monsoon, like I'm mostly, in this humid weather all the time. And or
Right.
everybody in Bombay would relate. So, because there's so monsoons will last for like at least 5 months or something. So we face like so many issues regarding,
Right.
especially with our hair. So,
Right.
so my one question, which I think everybody would want to ask you is, there's a lot of hair fall, I think we face, during the monsoons. So, what is it? Is it the season? What exactly happens? Why the hair fall?
Yeah, you're right. It's so strange that every monsoon everybody loses hair.
Yeah.
That's because of the humidity. So I think the humidity
Mm.
makes the scalp develop a residue, and that residue attracts a fungal bacterial infection, which then, as that fungus and bacteria sort of grows on that residue, it starts causing inflammation, itching, and
Oh,
that inflammation can sometimes be obvious as itching and
yeah.
sometimes it's not. And then
Yeah.
what happens is you don't realize it, but the when sometimes we take a special dermoscope or trichoscope and we
Okay.
examine the scalp with a special light, we
Yeah.
can actually see that every hair follicle has got the scale and flakiness on it, and that's called micro-inflammation, which you can't see to the eye, but
Naked
we
eye,
can
yeah.
see it. Yeah, and that's when we realize that your scalp is inflamed, and the inflammation is what causes that hair follicle to get irritable, shed
Okay.
midway in its growth cycle when it should have been growing, and
Okay.
then you end up with hair loss.
Yeah. So the itchiness is the same reason why we have
Itchiness is
itchiness.
the same reason,
And a
exactly.
lot
That
of people I can see are also asking, like, is dandruff also caused because of this? Or is it some other
yeah,
reason
yeah,
for dandruff?
exactly, exactly.
Okay.
The stickiness, the
Yeah.
residue, and then the sweat,
Huh. Oh,
and
yeah.
then the bacterial fungal infection.
Yeah, but then sometimes people say that you should not shampoo very frequently. Some people say you should shampoo. Like, how frequently should we shampoo our hair?
3 times a week for sure. You should shampoo
Okay.
your hair.
Yeah.
And somebody asked, that you see that white bulb at the end of the hair. So if you see
Mm.
a white bulb at the end of the hair, it
Mm.
means that you are actively shedding hair.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay,
So that
okay.
means you're actively
Oh,
shedding.
that's
Because
quite insightful. I had
yeah, yeah,
no idea
yeah,
about this. Oh, nice, nice.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
And
shampooing should happen thrice a week.
twice a week,
And
and you need to use an anti-dandruff shampoo or a
okay.
shampoo. I was just chatting before you joined us with salicylic acid. If you have a very thick, flaky kind of scalp, then
Yeah.
it should be with a tar-based shampoo. If it's very sticky, then a
Huh.
salicylic acid-based
Hmm.
shampoo. There are
Okay.
also some natural-based anti-dandruff shampoos, right?
Yeah.
Which are
Okay.
not harsh, because a lot of us have chemically treated hair, so we
Correct.
may not want to have very strong chemicals in our
Chemicals.
shampoo.
Yeah.
So then you
Yeah.
can use those which have tea tree oil and which
Hmm.
have, natural ingredients.
Oh, lovely. Any recommendations?
Well, I can't mention brands, but you could talk about what you have used recently.
So yeah, recently I have been using one Moha herbal shampoo. I'm
Mm-hmm.
yet to use. I know there is one anti-dandruff also that they
Yes,
have. I
yes,
haven't tried that yet. The
yeah.
herbal one is quite nice. Also, I'm all in for everything natural. At least I'm risk-free when every time somebody talks about a shampoo, which is or any product which is like herbal or Ayurvedic or with natural ingredients, I definitely give it a try. And this shampoo has been suiting me, but again, I was not very sure if it'll suit my hair in the monsoons or
Mm.
if I should continue with this. But because there is another range and they have like an anti-dandruff one, so I would definitely want to give that a try. And yeah, so I'm all in for natural, anything that has natural ingredients. So all the ingredients and all in that are also natural, and they use the best oils, they use aloe, they use like all the, and India is known for that. Like we
Of
have so many,
course.
yeah, herbs and in Ayurveda, and also it's coming from a brand which is, they are pioneers in Ayurveda, like Charak Pharma. It's a 74-year-old company. So I do a little bit of my research. It's just like me. I always go and find out where it's coming from, what company it belongs to, what's the history. So yeah, that's how I trust the brand. So yeah,
Great,
definitely that.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, we are the land of Ayurveda and yoga, and probably, I can see your skin is glowing and your
Thank
hair is
you.
looking nice and smooth. So,
Hair,
whatever
I'm
you're
not very sure.
doing,
That's why I wanted to do this session with you and
yeah.
note down all the tips after the session. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Of course, a good anti-dandruff shampoo during, even if you're not getting a lot of itching and you're not losing a lot of hair, just as a preventive, also, it's a good idea to use a anti-dandruff shampoo, right?
Yeah. We're also getting some questions. See, I can read something about what do you do for monsoon frizz? So a lot of people get frizzy hair in monsoons. It's the same problem with me because I stay right on the beach. So every
Yeah,
time I step out, like my hair just becomes so frizzy. So
correct.
any tips for that?
Sure. So, first of all, I would say that one of the reasons for getting frizzy hair is if your hair is broken, if your hair is drier, crispier. So, you need to hydrate your hair, and you need skin. Hair also needs hydration. So,
Correct.
one thing is you could take a little warm oil, and you can put a cotton in it and just dab it into your scalp. You can just put it gently into your hair. Just
Okay.
take 30 minutes before your hair wash, not like overnight. And
Okay.
then you can put a steaming towel for
Hmm.
about 10 minutes,
Yeah.
wait 20 minutes, and have
Okay.
a lukewarm water shower. Wash all your hairs. And can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, but
I've blanked
there is
out
a
a bit,
disturbance.
right?
Yeah,
There's been
yeah.
something, but I'll keep talking. So,
I can hear you, but yeah.
yeah. And so then you can go in for a cool shower, and then not a very hot shower. And
Mm-hmm.
also then just towel dry your hair, and then lightly comb it through and put a nice good hair serum. Do you
Oh.
use a hair serum, Smriti?
Yeah, I do. In fact, I have recently come across, first of all, with my hair oil, one hair oil that I wanted to talk about was this hair oil from Moha.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Mm-hmm.
has been my absolute favorite. This is my fourth bottle. I've been using it, and more than me, my husband loves it because he also has this hair fall issue. And the
Uh-huh.
best part about this is it has 5 different oils. One is coconut, almond, jojoba, rosemary, and argan oils. So it's a
Okay.
mix of all the oils, so I don't have to use them separately. So this is really suiting my hair. Also, recently I came across the same brand has a hair serum also, which has helped me control my frizz. Like I said, a lot of people face that problem, and now you can't see any frizz in my hair. I mean, my hair was
Yeah.
really frizzy and all the baby hair flying in all the directions. So that has really controlled. Today is not a good hair day for me, but still, it's manageable. So yeah, that is another thing that I've been using. But yeah, the some DIY tips from you definitely will help. Like you said, like put it on and put like a hot towel.
Yeah.
You need time for that, but I will definitely try that. I'm sure it'll like really condition my hair and make it softer. So that's something I want to try with this oil for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah.
Actually, you could also use a hair mask. Like you have the sheet masks for the skin. You also have hair masks for the hair, and
Oh,
they
okay.
come ready. Yeah, they come they come in a ready
You're
pack.
talking about like a cream, like how these
Yeah, it's a
brands
cream
are
that you.
making them, or it's like a something that you put on your head
No, it comes like in a shower cap,
in a shower.
and
Oh, I didn't know about that. Okay.
yeah, so it comes in a shower cap, and
Hmm.
then you have to wash your hair.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to sort out this problem. Just
So
between
I
my
can
hair.
just see your shadow, and
Yeah, actually, there's been some problem with the some problem with the something's happening to the electricity. So
oh,
I'm still
okay.
getting I'm still on 4G, but the electricity seems to have suddenly conked off. I don't know
Yeah,
how. So that's
yeah,
why you
yeah,
can
yeah.
see me because of the 4G. But
Yeah,
I'm trying to get some light out here. So I don't know. Some days are really weird days.
I
It's never
know.
happened
Yeah,
before. Never happened before. I'm just
yeah.
trying to get. I'm just trying to get that going. But till
Hmm.
then, yeah, we were talking about yeah, the shower caps that come
Yeah.
with the conditioner inbuilt. So you wash your hair with your shampoo, and
Okay.
then what you do is after you there I am.
Ah, there you
Uh,
are.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, today's been your day and then my day.
Yeah.
So then you wash your hair and don't put
Hmm.
any conditioner. Just open this pack,
Okay.
apply it like a shower cap, and
Okay.
massage and everything.
Okay.
Then sit for 20 minutes.
Hmm.
Take off the shower cap, and
Hmm.
then go and rinse your hair
Okay.
without putting conditioner again because it's got all the deep conditioning. So a lot
Okay.
of Korean brands, a lot of these Italian, Japanese brands, they do
Can we
make.
get hair like you if we do that? Like
Why
your
not?
hair is wonderful and like so much volume.
Thank you. Yeah, actually, I do look after my hair, but one of the reasons why the hair looks healthy is also because, yeah, we all know about the diet, but also because of supplements, right?
Yeah.
There is a study, it's an Indian study, Smriti, that
Hmm.
says that even healthy people who are
Hmm.
eating right,
Yeah.
even healthy people eating right can have less micro and macro nutrients. So, you do need to take some supplements regularly to
Oh.
make sure that your hair is
Hmm.
getting everything that it requires. Because, think, you
Hmm.
and I are
Yeah.
always stressed, running around, working out, trying to
True.
eat right, lose a bit of weight.
Yeah.
And, there's so much of environmental stress and,
Hmm.
sometimes styling stress. So, what
Yeah.
happens? Your hair being aesthetic
Hmm.
gets the least of the nutrients from your body if your body demands are very high. And as you grow older,
Hmm.
your wear and tear is slower, your requirement is more. So,
Yeah.
say even after a pregnancy, say even
Yeah.
after an illness, so say
Yeah.
even after COVID, somebody was asking about COVID hair loss. So,
Oh
even
yeah.
after all,
Somebody was telling me also about it. A lot of people
right.
facing that. Yeah.
So after all these instances, what
Hmm.
happens is your requirement
Hmm.
for vitamins will go up. So it's always good to take a good hair vitamin which has zinc, which has biotin. Okay, that's very popular. But zinc, 15 to 22 milligrams of zinc, a little bit of iron, B12,
Okay.
folic
Okay.
acid. You get
Okay.
the amino acids. You get vitamins now that have all of these plus amino acids. So that's one a day is good to take in the monsoon months.
Okay.
And of course, your diet, then the diet I was
Yeah.
mentioning till you joined
And
seeds,
omega also,
nuts.
I guess,
Yeah,
works
exactly.
wonders. Yeah.
Omega-3, evening oil, avocado, walnuts, seeds, flaxseed, chia seeds. Put them in your smoothie. They really work well.
Yeah.
They
I
really
guess
work well.
I will make a note of all of this and try to include
Yes,
as much as I
yeah.
can.
Vitamin
Yeah.
E is okay. Somebody asked
Hmm.
about vitamin E. Vitamin
Hmm.
E is okay, but
Yeah.
vitamin E alone doesn't do too much. Vitamin E with the other things that I mentioned,
Yeah.
uh, that helps. And also split ends. Yeah, pumpkin seeds, somebody asked. It's great.
Yeah,
And
I have
also,
that issue, split ends, because I have colored hair, right? So
right.
that causes like a lot of breakage, not like hair fall, but like breakage from here. And sometimes the ends get very rough.
Hmm.
So any DIY tips or any other tips for like colored hair? Any specific products to use or
Yeah.
for colored
Yeah.
hair?
For colored hair, I think colored hair, preferably you should be using a sulfate-free shampoo. But I have
Okay.
to say one thing that if it's only colored and not chemically treated, like there's
Yeah.
no silicone or none of those keratins or whatever,
Hmm.
then you could use once every 3 washes in the monsoon
Hmm.
months. Once every 3 months, you can use a sulfate, a reduced sulfate shampoo.
Sulfate shampoo.
Reduced sulfate. So that is the shampoo which has sodium lauryl sulfate.
Okay.
That is a lesser sulfate. So it'll keep your scalp clean. You see, because when you have colored hair and you keep using a
Yeah.
sulfate-free shampoo, again you can get build up You can get an itchy
Oh.
scalp, and then you can get a bit
So
of
you're
hair
saying
loss. So
once in 3 washes or once in 3 months?
once every third wash. Like you
Every
wash your
third
hair
wash.
Monday, Thursday, Sunday, then the next one.
All right, got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that would help you.
Yeah.
And that would help to keep the scalp a little less greasy.
Correct. Got it.
So
So
sometimes you find,
mild,
no, that
mild sulfate
hair looks
shampoo
very
only.
flat. You find the hair looks very flat.
Yeah, my hair is flat and also it's not like one of my good hair days. I washed it yesterday, today I did not. So maybe because of
Yeah.
that.
You
Yeah.
still look
That's
good.
why I said like your hair is so my hair is anyway, I don't have that much volume in my hair.
Hmm.
And I recently
Hmm.
cut it. My growth is very good. Like every time my length would grow, but volume, no way. So
All you know.
no. And
So, but you
especially
know,
after my pregnancy, I have also
hmm,
faced that issue. So,
hmm.
any supplements that you recommend for like new mothers?
Yeah. So somebody also asked the same. So every woman who's just been through pregnancy and is
Yeah,
nursing or just finished also nursing, is
yeah,
still within her baby, still 1 year old, should take a little bit of iron. That is like ferritin. So a little bit of an iron supplement at least 4 times a week. You should have 5 mg of biotin initially for the
mm,
first 3 months, and 1 to 3 milligram of biotin is more than enough. Then you should have B12 for 3 months. Take a 1 month break. Take it again if you're vegetarian. If you're
okay,
non-vegetarian and eating eggs, usually you get enough B12. You
okay,
should definitely take D3 once a month. So D3 once a month, B12 daily for 3 months and a break if you're vegetarian. And then comes enough protein and iron and zinc. So protein is very important, yeah, because a lot of times
zinc will need supplements, right?
zinc you need supplements, but if you have yellow moong dal, you have kishmish, you have black currants, you have munakkas, prunes, if you have seeds like flax
Yeah.
seeds, pumpkin seeds,
I was
those
having
really.
all of this in my pregnancy, and because I stopped, I think that's when I also started facing all these issues because
There you
during your
go.
pregnancy, you're like extra cautious that everything you need all the supplements, and then you saw even folic. I think that also really helps the hair.
Folic
Folic
acid
acid.
is very important. Omega
Yeah.
3,
So
like you said, all
yeah,
of these antioxidants, which help your body to repair, which
yeah.
help your body to repair. Those are important. Yeah, yeah.
True, true.
So, uh, uh, tell me about your experience with hair serums. Do you, because you asked about colored hair, so what's your
Correct.
experience with hair serums?
So hair
What do
serums,
you
I
feel
think
about
it's for me it's a must. I
that?
always need it after every wash. I can't do without it because there is so much otherwise baby hair, like I said. That has been my issue. Also, I have treated hair. So sometimes, there's breakage from different parts and then they're everywhere. So I need a serum for sure. And I specifically look for a one which is a frizz control one. So like I told you, I just started using this one recently. So far, I can see a lot of difference. The frizz is under control. Rest of the things I'll still have to because it's very recent and I've just started using it. But because I've used Moha, other products from the brand, I know they're good. So
They're
I
good. Yeah.
wanted to, yeah, so I wanted to give this a try. But yeah, I will be talking about this very soon about the results and how I'm liking it. Yeah, definitely.
Actually, you were asking about, and there have been a few questions about dry ends and split ends and things like
Yeah.
that. So,
Are there
you
any
know,
DIY tips for frizz control also?
yeah, yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
So we'll finish split ends in that, like, because we were chatting about it. Is
yeah.
that we all know that you have to keep trimming your split ends. But you know what I feel? I'll give you two, three little tips. The first thing is that when you start getting split ends, think one, are you due for a trim? Okay. Two, how have you been styling your hair? Have you been a bit rough and you're quickly combing it off, like using a brush and going all the way down like that? Because it shafts the cuticle and then
Hmm.
you can get a split end. So be gentle as you handle your hair. Grooming. Has one been ironing a lot, tonguing a lot? That
Yeah,
also crispens the hair. Okay.
yeah,
Yes, it's important to use a conditioner after every shampoo, especially if you have colored hair or drier hair.
yeah.
Then make sure that you're having enough protein in your diet, because that
Okay.
could be one reason why your hair is getting dry. If your hair is really getting dry and frizzy and not growing in length and splitting easily, look at your ferritin levels. You should go and get your ferritin levels checked. Okay.
Okay.
And you can also, there was something about a conditioner. If you feel that a conditioner doesn't agree with you, then you can just use a good, gentle shampoo, just sulfate free, and then you can towel dry your hair. So wash your hair down. Don't pile up all your hair on top and scrub it.
Okay.
But wash it this way, dry it this way with a towel, and put a serum also, like this serums that we have. I like to rub it between my palms, and then put it into it, warm it up a bit and put it into your hair straight this way. Then you don't even need a conditioner. Some people do better with the leave-in conditioner, Their hair is better with a leave-in conditioner. Also, when you're losing hair, you like to, sometimes when you wash your hair and conditioner it, you feel, oh my God, after the conditioner, so much is falling.
Yeah.
So then you can use a leave-in
Also,
conditioner.
it becomes very limp at times and very dead if you use too much conditioner sometimes.
Exactly. So then it's a good idea to just shampoo, come out, towel dry your hair, either put a serum or a leave-in conditioner just in the mid and lower lengths, so you don't end up, feeling like your hair is going to get entangled, and nor will it get too drab.
Correct. One last question that I have, like in the monsoon season, as we spoke about it, the scalp tends to get itchy or sometimes oily. The hair gets very oily. Is it still recommended to use like an oil if the scalp is oily?
Yeah, that's a great question. What does oiling do? Oiling is more to lubricate the hair strand, because this hair strand has got cuticles. Okay, so we have cuticles that overlap each other. So when your hair is getting dry, frizzy, and is rough, it's because the cuticles have got rough. So when you put an oil, it lubricates the cuticles, and that's why you got to wash gently and then dry gently. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you use a hair oil, its main job is that. Now, if you use an hair oil into your scalp, it can have some active ingredients that can go into the scalp and calm it down. Yeah. So that's how a hair oil helps. But
so oil should be used, you mean all the way? It should be used here as well in the end.
Yeah, it should be put here and then all the way, but very gently. One thing I would say about hair oil is don't massage it. We Indians love our hair oil massage and that, chumpy-like feeling.
No?
But that we should avoid. No.
Okay.
Be gentle. Be gentle.
What happens if you do that?
See, rubbing and friction. Rubbing and friction. If your hair follicles are already a bit delicate, fragile, when you rub and do that, it may fall. Right? Okay. Simple logic.
And also get entangled and all of that.
Entangled. More handling, more shedding.
But little light massage is okay?
Yeah.
Gentle
light
massage,
pressure points, gentle massage with your fingertips, all this is fine. Yeah. Okay. And then also to remember, when we put too much oil and rub it in, then you want to put too much shampoo and rub it in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which
That's
is also
not a great idea.
Correct. Got it.
So that's why it's a good idea to be a little more gentle, especially because I think, haven't you noticed, Smriti, and you have so many followers and fans, that all of them have been talking about hair loss in this 1 year of the pandemic, the COVID pandemic. Yeah. It's been huge. It's been a pandemic of hair loss and hair fall.
I know. Yeah. I've heard it from a lot of people I know, my cousins, this, that. They've all been telling me that post-COVID, like especially people who got COVID, like they have had like a major hair loss.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So just for people to know,
so I wasn't sure if mine was because of my post-pregnancy or it's because of COVID, but even I suffered some. But I think mine is because I've heard like post-pregnancy you do lose hair and hair thinning happens. Yeah.
For a woman who's just had a baby, her hair loss is always at about 3 to 4 months post delivery, and it's self-limiting. It takes 3 months to settle. In COVID, what happens post COVID infection? Suppose you got COVID, somebody got COVID. The hair loss is also somewhere at around 1 to 3 months post the infection. But the fall is tremendous and it takes very long to settle. So it's quite scary, I have so many people walking into the clinic every day and saying, Doc, this I've never seen in my life. They bring packets full of hair, or they
Yeah.
say, it's like falling like rain, my hair. So literally shedding. That's
Yeah.
because you know how shattering COVID as an infection is on our immune system.
Correct.
But I want to reassure everybody out here that hair loss is absolutely, if you bounce back into good health, you've taken good care, you've taken your post-COVID vitamins, continue to take them, continue your hair vitamins. But remember, if normally we took it for about 2 to 3 months or 4 months, for COVID you have to take from anywhere from 3 to 6 months. You have to continue your serums, your lotions, the growth factor peptides, the vitamins to get back your hair.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking this. Ki please tell how to reduce post-COVID hair fall, etc. How to
So you can use a
wash.
growth factor serum. You can
Okay,
use
well, there
a
is
good.
one more question. Should we use cold water to wash our hair or warm water?
So I think cold water to wash your hair is an overkill. I think as long as the water is not super hot and you're
Okay.
not scrubbing and rubbing, and you're using like nice and warm
Blue.
water to
Yeah.
shampoo, and after that you use a conditioner,
Hmm.
which is and then you rinse off the conditioner with cool water, lukewarm water,
Yeah.
and not scrub off the shampoo, scrub off the conditioner.
Yeah.
Gently rinse it off and then towel dry it with a thinner towel,
Ideally,
the
how
thin
long should we
towels.
leave the conditioner? 2, 3 minutes is okay, or it should be longer
Yeah.
than that?
I think a conditioner can be 2 to 3 minutes, by which time you can finish the rest of your shower.
Correct.
But a hair mask could be on for 5 minutes
10
to
minutes. Yeah.
10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But never put the hair mask here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The mask has to be only the length.
So somebody asked what's the difference between a hair mask and a hair conditioner. A conditioner is to detangle and smoothen your hair after a shampoo, whereas a hair mask has an additional property of being deeply hydrating and nourishing. No, the COVID vaccine does not affect hair loss. COVID vaccine can be safely taken. Whether you're losing hair or not losing hair makes no difference.
Yeah. Somebody saying they have dry hair. So if they shampoo once a week, it's no. I think once a week would be too less.
Twice a week is the minimum.
At least, yeah. Yeah.
Twice a week would be the minimum.
Biotin or onion? That's one question.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of talk about onion juice, right?
Yeah. Some
I
other
really
people.
don't know about that. I'm not so sure about
Yeah.
onion
Okay.
juice helping, but some people swear by it, but I really don't know.
Yeah, because there are some oils also with onion now, onion oil, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
but there is no research to prove that.
No,
I know. Oh,
no.
okay. Okay. So it's not, guys, it's not scientifically proven.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
do it at your
yeah.
own risk.
Yeah.
The doctor
But then there
says.
was a question about some vitamins, but there are some good quality vitamins.
Hmm.
Some of them have been mentioned here. There are good quality vitamins which do help in hair loss, and you have to take them for at least 3 to 4 months. And like I said, how do you know? Sorry, you can't mention brands, but maybe Shivani can help you sometime in telling you what she knows. But I can just guide you that instead of going just for a brand, look for what the vitamin has, which
Ingredients.
is ingredients, yeah, which is the 15 to 22 mg of zinc, which is which is iron, folic
Hmm.
acid, B12,
Yeah.
amino acids, and a bit of biotin.
Yeah, I think we've answered most of the questions. How to get rid of premature graying? Any?
Let's talk a little bit about graying. Well, if graying is genetic, you can't do anything. If graying showing up at 30, 35, or you're 40, of course it's going to show up. And so you can't do anything about that. But if you have very, very young, and if you're graying, and if the gray hair are not thick and white but silvery gray, half black, it could be due to a deficiency of zinc, of magnesium,
Okay.
manganese, copper, and selenium. So,
Okay.
you need to take a vitamin which has minerals. These are called minerals. And these
Okay.
comes from seeds and nuts and fruits and raw things. So whoever's going through a bit of, and maybe less protein. So
Okay.
you need to step up. So like every meal should have a good balance of carb, protein, and fat,
Yeah. Okay.
so that
Nice.
you supply the correct combination to your body. Your
Huh.
body absorbs, and then your hair gets it. So one more thing, health-wise, is that
Yeah.
some people have a very sensitive stomach. They get IBS irritable bowel syndrome, they get acidity, gas, they get, they can't digest certain foods, their food allergies. Those are the people who do not always absorb their vitamins from the food, their
Yeah.
own vitamins. So these are the
Yeah.
people who have to then take something probiotics. So probiotics really help to calm down your stomach, help with your absorption, so everything that you have gets better absorbed. Henna is a natural vegetable dye, and henna, yeah, henna is a natural vegetable dye, and hennas can be used. But remember, if you put too much of it, henna can be very drying for the hair. We never imagine henna to be drying. That's why a lot of people first apply oil and then apply henna. So that
Okay.
repeated use of henna does not, yeah. Yeah, lactose intolerance is also one reason for having poor absorption. And yeah, so you can use henna to cover gray hair. That, of course, if you want to go natural.
Lovely.
But yeah, a lot of hairstylists will tell you never to use henna
Yeah.
and to start with an ammonia-free color. So, well, that's another topic
Yeah. Yeah.
because of its drying properties of henna. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I think, would you like to sum up what you feel is important for monsoon hair care?
Yeah, also we are going to be, guys, let me tell you, some people are asking the same questions. We've already answered them. This session will be there. They will put it up on their page. You can follow the Moha live page, and you can go through the whole thing again. And summing up, of course, we got a lot of insight into what I should be. I am going to be definitely taking all the multivitamins that you've mentioned for my hair. Yeah, because
Great.
I want that volume. I want my hair to look like yours. And also for monsoon, yeah, definitely I'm going to be trying that oiling with the hot towel thing is one thing that I want to try. And I've tried it in salons and all, of course, but never at home. So I want to do that. Also include a lot of protein in my diet. I'll make sure like all my meals have protein.
Protein.
And
Great.
yeah, what else? Of course,
And I
yeah,
think,
oiling also
yeah,
helps in a lot of different ways. It's not like, because sometimes I used to feel the scalp is oily, I should not put more oil. So that's what I learned today, that oiling is still can be done. And
two
how long should we
tablespoons.
keep? Can we keep it overnight, or like some
Yeah.
people say half an hour, 1 hour is enough to keep the oil on?
So 2 tablespoons is good. Two
Yeah.
tablespoons of oil is good,
Okay.
and
Okay.
you can warm it and lightly apply it. And I don't believe you need to keep oil overnight. We have to
Overnight.
remember that whatever has to get absorbed is going to get absorbed in the next, after you apply it, in 20 to 30 minutes, maximum an hour. So
Okay.
there is no need to put oil for longer than that. And just the steaming towel is optional, but it will
Yeah.
help in better absorption.
Yeah. Extra
So
conditioning. Yeah.
extra conditioning. So that's enough. And yeah, you can oil once a week, you can oil twice a week, not more
Yeah.
than that.
Yeah.
Once a month is like a treat
Okay.
to
Nice.
your hair.
Yeah. So I think we've answered all our questions regarding the monsoon. I'm just checking if there are any extra.
Somebody
Dandruff, we've
asked about
already
which kind
answered.
of
Itchy
protein.
scalp, we've already answered, guys. You can go through the session. We're going to
Yeah.
post it on the page. Straightened and colored hair also, we've spoken about it, how to take care of this. And hair fall postpartum also we've spoken about, and post-COVID also we've spoken about. Yeah, so I think we've covered everything.
Yeah,
And
actually,
guys,
it's true.
also tomorrow there's a session for monsoon skincare. So whoever's interested, you can join and you can follow the Moha Life page. And at 5 p.m. tomorrow there will be a session on skincare. So do watch out for that. Frizzy also we've spoken about. Okay, so thank you, doctor, for answering
Thank
all
you.
our hair concerns. I'm sure
My pleasure.
everybody has learned a lot. I don't think we've missed out anything. Graying also we've spoken about, guys. So yes, thank you so much, and it was a
Thank
fun
you.
session, very insightful. Thank you, doc, for that.
Thanks. Really lovely chatting with you. And
Thank you.
yeah, enjoy the rains. And I'll see you soon again.
Yes, see you soon. Bye, doc. See
Bye.
you.
Bye. Thank you.